Hey guys! We all are scared of different things. Personally, I'm scared of being embarrassed and failure. But if that fear gets extreme, it is called phobia. In this video, we're speed running through 100 phobias, from common to rare. All information in this video is collected from fearof.net. So, let's start. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. Affects women 4 times more. Ophidiophobia, the fear of snakes. Phobics avoid certain cities because they have more snakes. Acrophobia, the fear of heights. 5% of the general population suffer from this phobia. Agoraphobia, the fear of open or crowded spaces. People with this fear often won't leave home. Cynophobia, the fear of dogs. This includes everything from small poodles to large Great Danes. Astrophobia, the fear of thunder, lightning. Also known as brontophobia, tonitrophobia, or cerunophobia. Claustrophobia, the fear of small spaces like elevators, small rooms and other enclosed spaces. Mysophobia, the fear of germs. It is also rightly termed as germophobia or bacteriophobia. Aerophobia, the fear of flying. 25 million Americans share a fear of flying. Trypophobia, the fear of holes. An unusual but pretty common phobia. Carcinophobia, the fear of cancer. People with this develop extreme diets. Thanatophobia, the fear of death. Even talking about death can be hard. Glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. Not being able to do speeches. Monophobia, the fear of being alone, even while eating and/or sleeping. I know a certain someone who has this phobia. Atychiphobia, the fear of failure. It is the single greatest barrier to success. Ornithophobia, the fear of birds. Individuals suffering from this may only fear certain species. Electorophobia, the fear of chickens. Aphenphomophobia, the fear of intimacy. Fear of being touched and loved. You should subscribe my channel and press the bell button, or else, you might get missing out phobia. Trypanophobia, the fear of needles. Anthropophobia, the fear of people. Being afraid of people in all situations. Aquaphobia, the fear of water. Being afraid of water or being near water. Autophobia, the fear of abandonment and being abandoned by someone. Hemophobia, the fear of blood. Even the sight of blood can cause fainting. Gamophobia, the fear of commitment or sticking with someone to the end. Hippopotamonstrosis-squiptaliophobia, the fear of long words. The person who named this have a wicked sense of humor. Xenophobia, the fear of the unknown. Fearing anything or anyone that is strange or foreign. Veophobia, the fear of driving. This phobia affects personal and work life. Basiphobia, the fear of falling. Some may even refuse to walk or stand up. Achievemophobia, the fear of success. The opposite to the fear of failure. Why would someone be scared of winning? Theophobia, the irrational fear of God or religion. Ailurophobia, the fear of cats. This phobia is also known as gatophobia. Metathesiophobia, the fear of change. Sometimes change is a good thing. Globophobia, the fear of balloons. Birthdays must be a nightmare. Nyctophobia, the fear of darkness. Being afraid of the dark or the night is common for kids. Androphobia, the fear of men. Usually seen in younger females, but it can also affect adults. Phobophobia, the fear of fear. The thought of being afraid of objects or situations. They have the fear of fearing fear. Philophobia, the fear of love. Being scared of falling in love or emotions. Triskaidekaphobia, the fear of the number 13 or the bad luck that follows. Emetophobia, the fear of vomiting and the fear of loss of your self-control. Gephyrophobia, the fear of bridges and crossing even the smallest bridge. Entomophobia, the fear of bugs and insects, also related to acarophobia. Lepidopterophobia, the fear of butterflies and often most winged insects. Panophobia, the fear of everything or fear that terrible things will happen. Basically the scientific name of a scaredy cat. Podophobia, the fear of feet. Some people fear touching or looking at feet, even their own. Somniphobia, the fear of sleep. Being terrified of what might happen right after you fall asleep. Gynophobia, the fear of women. May occur if you have unresolved mother issues. Apophobia, the fear of bees. Many people fear being stung by angry bees. Kumpunophobia, the fear of buttons. Clothes with buttons are avoided. If you have this phobia, do not watch the movie Coraline. Anatidophobia, the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you. Pyrophobia, the fear of fire. A natural primal fear that can be debilitating. Rhinidophobia, the fear of frogs, often caused by episodes from childhood. Galeophobia, the fear of sharks in the ocean or even in swimming pools. Athesagoraphobia, the fear of being forgotten or not remembering things. Then what would happen if they forgot that they have a fear of forgetting? Katsuridophobia, the fear of cockroaches. This can easily lead to an excessive cleaning disorder. Iatrophobia, the fear of doctors. Pediophobia, the fear of dolls. Ichthyophobia, the fear of fish. Includes small, large, dead and living fish. Achondroplagiophobia, the fear of little people. Mothphobia, the fear of moths. Zoophobia, the fear of animals. Applies to both vile and harmless animals. Bananophobia, the fear of, you guessed it, bananas. Sitting globophobia, the fear of cotton balls or plastic foams. Sclerophobia, the fear of crime, involves being afraid of burglars, attackers or crime in general. Cybophobia, the fear of food. The phobia may come from a bad episode while eating, like choking. Phasmophobia, the fear of ghosts. I feel bad for the people who are haunted by this phobia. Equinophobia, the fear of horses. People suffering this phobia might not want to take a horse to the Old Town Road. Musophobia, the fear of mice. Catoptrophobia, the fear of mirrors. Agliophobia, the fear of pain. Tocophobia, the fear of pregnancy, involves giving birth or having children. Telephonophobia, the fear of talking on the phone. Pogonophobia, the fear of beards. Omphallophobia, the fear of belly buttons. Pseudodysphagia, the fear of choking, often after a bad eating experience. Bathophobia, the fear of depths, can be anything associated with depth, lakes, tunnels, caves, etc. Cacomorphobia, the fear of fat people. Jurassicophobia, the fear of getting old. Aging is the most natural thing, yet many of us fear it. Chatophobia, the fear of hair. Nosocomophobia, the fear of hospitals. I hate hospitals. Ligyrophobia, the fear of loud noises. Didaschkalinophobia, the fear of school. This phobia affects kids mostly. Technophobia, the fear of technology. Chronophobia, the fear of the future. A persistent fear of what is to come. Sphyxophobia, the fear of wasps. Ergophobia, the fear of work, often due to social or performance anxiety. Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. Allodoxophobia, the fear of opinions. Being afraid of hearing what others are thinking of you. Sawanophobia, the fear of Halloween, affects children or superstitious people. Photophobia, the fear of light, caused by something medical or traumatic. Disposophobia, the fear of getting rid of stuff. Numerophobia, the fear of numbers and the mere thought of calculations. Ombrophobia, the fear of rain. Many fear the rain due to stormy weather. Rain, rain, go away. Coasterphobia, the fear of roller coasters. Thalassophobia, the fear of the ocean, water, waves and unknown spaces. Scolcyphobia, the fear of worms, often because of unhygienic conditions. Kinemortophobia, the fear of zombies. Being afraid that zombies attack and turn you into them. Sufferers should not watch The Walking Dead or The Last of Us. Myrmecophobia, the fear of ants. Not as common as arachnophobia, but may feel just as intense. And finally, taphophobia, the fear of being buried alive by mistake and waking up in a coffin underground.